so I'm just going to take a minute. I've decided that I'm going to plant some herbs. So here we are. So I'm going to have to take on and off my glasses so that I can see. So I'm going to try to see you and see these herbs at the same time. Okay, so what I'm trying to do, I've never done this before. I am completely lost with it, but I got some very cute tools. I thought these were adorable, so we're gonna work with that. And I got some very attractive pots, and I got some different herbs that I'm kind of excited about. These are things that I've used in the home, you know, when I'm cooking. So rosemary, oregano, and lavender. I just thought, oh my gosh, I would love the smell of lavender. So I got that for one pot. I think I was reading, because I did some homework about this, that these are more Mediterranean. And so I'm gonna plant those in one pot together. I read that that would be a good idea. I mean, I'm trying it out. I don't know. So I'm gonna do that. And then I'm gonna do parsley and basil in the other pot. So, because those supposedly have the same light and water needs or whatever. So while we're doing this, I kind of want to be able to talk a little bit about, how our week has been. Take that price tag off. That's a little tacky. Isn't this cute though? I thought it was cute. Although it doesn't have any water holes, so that's an issue, but I thought it was cute. So anyway, I wanted to talk a little bit about the week that we've just had. We've wrapped up a really solid week. This week was about being able to restore and really thrive and triumph over our keto, and really figuring out, what does this mean to be keto and what does that look like? So I'm kind of seeing it similar to planting these herbs. I've never done this before. I don't know what I'm doing, but it's okay. You just do it. You just go for it. And if I mess up, you'll tell me. I have a feeling you will tell me what I'm doing wrong. So I've put in some soil. I don't know if that's enough. Maybe I'll put in a little bit more. I might even I'm going to fill up both pots, frankly. So this week we kind of talked about the idea of, as you come to know better, then, you do the best you can until you know better. And then once you know better, you do better. And I just kind of relate to this because this whole herb garden came about because, I have all my little packages and containers of oregano and basil and all that. But I'm like, you know what? I could do this myself. I don't need to be, because what happened was I had this one rosemary that I'm like, I don't know if this is any good. I don't know if this is going to be any flavor or not, or if this is just dirt in this little container, because I'm assuming it's gotten old and musty. And so I was like, you know what? I could plant this and I would always know that it's fresh, and I would have my own rosemary. So that's what we're going to do. So I'm going to put the lavender. Oh my gosh, are you serious? I can't open it. Oh my gosh. All right, everybody just stand by. So anyway, so this is lavender. I'm excited about that because I love that. And I don't know how much you're supposed to put in here, but I'm going to go all the way. I'm just doing it. I'm putting it in there. I mean, I read a little bit. I watched some videos. I prepared. But you don't know until you do it. So I'm putting it in there. They're so tiny. Oh my goodness. I don't know they'd be so small. All right. So that's lavender. It's so cute. All right. Now this one, I don't know how this is going to be, because this is kind of a manufactured one, because it says so easy. So they've probably modified it in some way. I don't know. Look, it's got a little expiration date. I didn't know that. So this doesn't expire until December, so we're good. All right, so I'm putting in the oregano. I'm just putting it, I don't know, I'm putting it in there. Seems like a lot, but whatever. I mean, the worst thing that's gonna happen is it's gonna grow. I mean, that would be the worst thing. Then I'm gonna put the rosemary. This rosemary is what inspired this whole process, so I'm very excited about that. And like I said, it's something that I've never done before, and I'm telling you, the more that I eat keto and the more that I'm eating real food, the more this made sense. And that's what happens. The better you do, the more better you do. So I'm doing even more better by using real, actually growing my own herbs. I just think, so I'm doing it. And I'll learn, I'll figure it out as I go. I mean, I know there's a way to do this. All right, so those are my Mediterranean herbs. Let's do the parsley and the basil over here. Oh, you know what? And I even made little sticks. So this is good. So I'm gonna put the rosemary stick in here where I had, and then I'll put the, let's see, what does this say? Lavender. They're so cute, they're so little. So I'm gonna put that one there. So this will help me to know where everything is and what's growing. What was the other thing? I had rosemary, lavender, and oregano. Okay, so that's there. All right, and then let me put my basil in this one. These are burpees. Okay, so I mean, the main thing is just like with keto, you have your, you need soil, you need a pot, you need seeds. Those are the basics, just like you need macros. You need your, you need your protein, you need your fat. You don't need your carbs, okay? But that's a whole nother conversation. But anyway, I knew the basics. I knew that all I needed was this, and I will figure out from there. And that's the same way I'm thinking about the keto. This week we talked about macros. We talked about how do you do your keto. We talked about preparation, like clearing your kitchen of all those temptations, the things that kind of trigger you, and replacing them with things that work for you. All right, so this one is parsley. So let me put this here. And then I'm gonna put basil here. And we talked about being patient, that it's a process, that it takes time, that just because you're not seeing exactly what you want to see when you see it, then, that's okay. You just gotta stay in the game. And it's the same with this. Like I said, I'm gonna plant this. I'm doing this right now. All right, I'm adding dirt to put over it. I guess that's what you do. I don't know. So I put that over that. I'm poking it down. That's what they do remember when you were kids and they would go making a rose garden and they'd hit it. Now you gotta plow it. Now you gotta pat it down. Now you gotta water it. And then you'd end up with this red arm because it was a rose garden, although my arm was more of like a purpley because I'm brown already, so it's not quite red, but it. So anyway, so you gotta pat it down. And then I'm going to do it in the other one over here. And I will pat that down also. And so I'm going to have patience. I'm going to be nervous. I'm excited that I'm actually doing this. So I'm anxious to see the results. Like I'm anxious to see something sprout. So first thing in the morning, I'm going to be coming over here looking at what's going on. Now, realistically, is anything going to be there? No. But that's the excitement. That's the thrill of doing something new and challenging yourself. That's what you're doing. That's your keto right there. You're doing that. So just do it and know that you're going to be excited and know that you're going to be anxious and waiting for your results. And then they'll come. You'll see, you'll measure and you'll figure out, oh my gosh, how do I monitor my progress? I'm on the scale, or do I measure ketones, or am I looking at my blood pressure? Or am I, how do you measure your progress? So, okay, I need to use my little stuff, my little tools, because they're so cute. All right, I don't know if I'm supposed to do that because now I probably have messed up my seeds, but it's so cute. You gotta use it. All right, so I did that. Now, let's see. I guess I need to water it at this point. Okay, so next week, I do want you to come back. Now, I'm just pouring it in here, just being really gentle. I don't want to overwater it. The guy told me not to overwater it. Read a little bit here what it says. Okay, so sow the seeds a quarter deep into the seed, starting from keeping them seeding emerge in 14 to 21 days. So it's going to take a minute. So I just have to be patient. I got to be patient. I'm going to water it a little bit more, not too much. Make sure that they all get in there and got what they need. But But you see, I had to talk to the guy. I had to get some help and some support. That's what we do. You come over here, you get some support. You know, we'll talk it out together. We'll figure it out. You don't have to do this by yourself. So I'm gonna tell you what I saw this week on the Facebook page was people shared some major successes, okay? Can I just tell you, 12 pounds in 14 days? I mean, yeah, okay, that happened. So not me, but one of our other Be Ketoers, and it was quite remarkable. So very impressed with that. Then other people had frustrations and struggles and questions and confusions, and that was good because we talked it through and problem solved and shared our perspectives and different ways of doing things. So that's true. And, you know, so now I'm hoping you'll join us next week, because next week we're going to start a whole new week, a whole new cycle. And it's really going to be more about new beginnings and being able to come into this and trusting the process and trusting your keto and just trusting yourself. And that's what we're trying to do together. So I'm planting this. I'm going to see how it goes. I'm going to be patient. And I'm just going to trust that, you know, they know what to do. I don't need to mess with them too much. I just need to give them sun and water support. That's all they need. So please come and join us next week. Basically, you can join us at hashtag What's Your Keto Journey or hashtag Be Keto, or join us on our Facebook page, Be Keto Facebook page. And what we're hoping for is, you know, I'm sharing with you my journey, my process, the things that inspire me to do better on my keto. So I really want to hear from you. I want to see your posts. I want to see pictures. I want to see videos even. I would love that. That would be amazing, because we all have something to contribute. We all have a different spin on this. I'm sure y'all are going to give me some feedback on what I did wrong. And maybe you can tell me a few things I did right in planting my new herb garden. So anyway, have a great week. We hope to see you with a new beginning next week. And just be keto. Bye-bye.